Hey, what's up everybody? Thanks for swinging by to check out another video. Well, it is that time again to take a look at another beer. And I'm actually going to take a look at one from here locally. This is from Rhinegeist here in Cincinnati. And this is a look at their Knowledge, which is their double IPA. You can see the can here. And on the back side, here's a little bit of information about the beer, if you wanted to take a look at it on the screen there. This one actually comes in at 8.5% ABV and 98 IBU. It uses 2 malts, 2-row and wheat malt, and 4 hops, Simcoe, Centennial, Chinook, and Columbus. It is available year-round. Let's go ahead and get it open and get it into a glass and see what this one has to offer. Smells really good. Just from the cracking of the can, I can already feel some of the aroma coming out of it. I can already pick up some of those scents. They sit that down there. And you take a look at the beer. Pretty big head, large head there that came out to be about a 3 to 4 finger head, so we're gonna let that settle for a little bit. But as far as the body, nice golden straw color there. Can actually see the shadows of my fingers on the other side, but can't really see all the way through. Get a light behind it, a little bit of a glow added in that dimension, which opens up the scene of the shadows. But it's got a haziness to it as well. Not as hazy, of course, as some of the New England IPAs, but the haze is definitely there. Nice aroma coming out of the glass. You're getting a lot of that dankness from the hops. You're picking up kind of a tropical feel, a citrus feel. You got your typical things in there: orange, tangerine, mango, papaya type aromas. Very hoppy on the nose. You know it's going to have a good amount of bitterness to it already. Got a nice freshness to it as well. Like I said, a really good dankness on this one as far as the taste. Big bitterness up front on the initial. And you also have the big bitterness on the finish as well. So this one does play with like basically all the 98 IPU that's in this one. It does have a dryness on that back end after you swallow, but you're getting some duration of the flavor being left behind. You are picking up that hoppiness in there as well, picking up some kind of like that pine type feel to it, picking up a little bit of that evergreen or dank type feel from the hops themselves. You are getting a little bit of a tropical type presence in there. Not thin. Wow. That second gulp, a nice big hit again of that bitterness. More on the finish than even up front. But it leaves that super dryness there on the mouth as well. Body of it sits pretty much to be what I would consider to be like a full body. Definitely a little bit heavier on the tongue and on the palate. The feel of the finish goes down rather easily. Not getting a lot of scraping. I do feel a little bit of carbonation now in the chest, but not overly carbonated by any means. And after that second gulp, I'm getting a nice little tingling in the cheeks. So that flavor is definitely leaving some good things behind, that it gets the mouth popping a little bit as well. You really want to sit this one down and really enjoy it. Not one you have to really rush through. That flavor is kicking around for a good amount of time that you can really sit there and enjoy it nicely. You look at some of the lacing there. That's taking place, not all the way balanced around, but for the most part it is leaving some of the lacing. The head is lasting in there a little bit as well. So it is not breaking down very easily. It almost leaves that dryness on the back end though, almost like that cottonmouth type feel that you sometimes have. But you know what, IPAs, you kind of expect that dryness to be there anyway. So taking a look at this one, as far as the appearance and rating it out, and let me know how you guys think, if you guys like these ratings I'm doing, if you want me to keep doing them or not, if you think it might be not anything I really need to add to it. I know it takes the video out a little bit longer than expected, but some people have seemed to like them and just want to get the feel of everybody else out there. But as far as the appearance, a decent appearance on this one. It's got the nice color to it. It's got the nice little bit of a haze there for the double IPA. It's definitely at the right SRM level, which is basically the coloring of the beer. Unbalanced a little bit there on the lacing, as I mentioned, but all in all pretty decent, as it is still lasting around. So I'm going to actually give this one on appearance a 11 out of 15. As far as the aroma, like I said, comes out very easily. Don't have to sniff really hard. Even now, Still picking up some nice notes from the hops that were used. Very fresh on the hops. Now this can is actually dated. I think here is like December 11th, I believe. So it's still in really good shape. Today is actually December 23rd. So you do have a nice little fresh hit out of it and everything. Everything you would kind of expect to get from an IPA or a double IPA, it does deliver on. Nice, like I said, the fruit flavors, the tropical that you usually get for this type of style. The citrus you usually get for this type of style as well. So for the aroma, I'm actually going to give this one here a 13 out of 15. As far as the flavor, I think the flavor delivers nicely. Like I said, you do get hit with that bitterness, but you expect to get that with the IPA. You're getting on the front and the back. It has that nice, crisp, dry finish or break on the back end, though, that you also expect. And it does leave a nice little duration in the mouth as well. So on the flavor part, I'm actually going to give this one a 12 out of 15. As far as the palate, it does sit somewhat palatable. It's going to be, like I said, the texture, very sturdy, not too thin. Body sits as a full body, so it'll be a little bit heavier on the tongue with carbonation, not over carbonated. And as far as the finish, you do have a nice feel of that. Even with it being a higher IBU type beer, you're not getting a lot of throat scraping down on the back end. So on the palate, I would actually give this one that 13 out of 15 as well. And overall on this one here, I think it's a nice package they put together with Rhinegeist. I think it definitely hits the mark for what a double IPA should be. It's definitely one I would drink again. I can sit back and enjoy very nicely. So for me, that's going to actually be a 36 out of 40. So let's go ahead and total all the ratings up, and then we'll see what we have overall. So overall, we're looking at an 85 out of 100 for this beer. Not a bad score at all. Puts it kind of right there in that B average. If you've had this one before, let me know what you think of it and what your thoughts were on it. But I think it's pretty solid. It's definitely one I would say check out, especially if you're an IPA fan. Again, it is local here in Cincinnati where I'm at, but this is Rhinegeist, the Knowledge. And I know I've got some of the people watching here in the local area, so hopefully they've tried this one already. And if they have and they see the video, go ahead and leave some feedback on it. That all being said, thanks for watching another video. I look forward to catching you guys next time. As always, keep drinking those good craft beers. And remember, there's always time. Get your beer on. Cheers.